The Elections Commission publishes the registry for the runoff round in the local council elections. With this, the Commission has opened up the opportunity to re-register to vote in islands other than the allotted polling stations. This window will be opened until the 27th of this month. The Elections Commission says one need not register for the runoff round of elections if they do not wish to change the polling station. The runoff is scheduled to take place on the 12th of March. Runoff elections will be held for Hadal Kumundu, Ra Duafar, Pa Kihadu, Mim Weva and Gaf Alif Kolamafushi. Polling stations will be posted in their respective constituencies and in Male City. Additional stations will be established if more than 50 people register to vote in a particular area. All councillors elected during the round of voting, excluding these 5 constituencies, will take their oath at office on the 26th of this month. The Ministry of Human Resources, Youth and Sports introduced the National Student Loan Scheme for the year 2011. The 4.9 million rupiah loan scheme is aimed at students studying at Maldives National University and other colleges and institutions within the Maldives. This round of loans will only be provided for tuition fees and not be included for the pocket money and other allowances. The ministry also informed that if a student had already been enrolled at the course this year and is selected for the scheme, their tuition fees would be reimbursed. Unlike previous years, students studying in the foundation and diploma courses do not need to have a pass in English language to be eligible for the scheme. If students studying for undergraduate degrees has been conditioned to students studying for undergraduate degrees has been conditioned to have a pass in English language. Students who is selected for this scheme will have a period of 8 months to make use of the loan or it would be cancelled. The loan is given with a 6-month grace period and a 5% service charge. The official resident of the president denies rumors of the residence giving one of the president's speedboats to an employee of the residence. Some media reports published today said the Sama launch has been reported missing for a long time. The report suggested that it was lost after an employee of the launch section of the president's residence had towed the launch out of its original garage. It also suggested that the launch was spotted in Gadifushi, which is the island of a state minister and a senior employee of the president's residence. Responding to these rumors, a Director General of the president's residence, Aisha Shirna, said the launch in question was never lost and it is docked on the bay of Tilafushi for overhauling purposes. She said when the launch was passed on from the previous government, the launch was damaged to a great extent, thus it had been sent to Tilafushi for overhauling. The residents further informed that out of the 5 speedboats used by the previous government, the current government only used 3. The rest had been handed over to MNDF and is under their care. The caretaker of the presidential fleet, MNDF, also denied these allegations by a media statement released earlier this evening. The statement confirmed the information released by the president's residence. Earlier today, Member of Parliament for Gemenafushi constituency Ilham Ahmed filed a case at the Anti-Corruption Commission alleging that the president had given this speedboat to one of his personal friends. Male municipality adjusts the time for collecting forms for the Veshifahi Male program. Previously, tokens for the collection of forms were issued at 9 in the morning, but under the new change, tokens will be issued starting at 7 a.m. This change comes after MNBC reported about the complaints from a large number of people who queued up in the wee hours of the morning to get in line to collect the limited amount of tokens to apply to the program. Yesterday, MNBC One reported the complaints of a large number of people who stood day after day to apply to the program. Some people who spoke to MNBC said they stood in line even before dawn. MNBC reporters found that the lines stretched from Ghazi building where the forms are collected to around the police headquarters all the way to the president's office. Veshifahi Male program, initiated by Male municipality last November, aims to combine the development of Male, Bilingili, Guli, Tilafushi, Hulumale and Male International Airport. The program's goal is to provide adequate housing for least advantaged Male families and support decongestion of Male. Under Phase 1 of the Veshifa Himala program, a total of 1,000 parties in the first category will be able to apply for housing schemes. The housing schemes include 500 housing units in Male, 250 housing units in Hulumale and 250 housing plots in Hulumale. Under the government's pledge to provide 10,000 housing units within 5 years, 3,000 units will be developed in Male, 1,000 units are already under construction, while development of the remaining 2,000 will begin this year. President Mohammad Nasheed departs on an official visit to India. The President is making the visit on an invitation of South Asian Centre for Policy Studies, SACEPS, to attend the World Conference on Recreating South Asia, Democracy, Social Justice and Sustainable Development. President Nasheed will deliver the inaugural address at the conference that begins in New Delhi on the 24th. Other speakers at the inaugural session include Nobel laureates Amartya Sen of India and Muhammad Yunus of Bangladesh. Speaking to press before the departure, the President said he would share the Maldives' experience in eradicating poverty, which has gained legitimacy in the region as a result of the country's graduation from the least developed country status. During the visit, the President will also hold talks with Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, President of the ruling Congress Party Sonia Gandhi and Environmental Minister Jairam Ramesh. Speaking to press, the President also said he would, along with Acting Minister of Finance and Treasury Mahmood Razi, meet Indian Finance Minister to finalize the $40 million credit line from India to the Maldives' housing project. While on a visit, the President will also meet Maldivian students in India. Interpol President Hu Boong-hui has paid a courtesy call on President Mohammad Nasheed. Discussions during the meeting held at the President's office this afternoon were focused on formulating strategies for national defense and security. Speaking at the meeting, President Nasheed highlighted terrorism and money laundering, corruption and drug trafficking as key areas of concern in the government's efforts to strengthen national defense and security. The President further spoke on solidifying concepts to create a concrete approach to secure national safety. During the meeting, the President requested Interpol to provide assistance to the Maldives in further improvising its national defense and security framework.